Hi, my name is Meenal Kelkar, and this is video number 3 in a set of 3 videos that I'm doing, introducing 3 different perspectives on the relationship between mind, body, and spirit. In video number 1, I introduced the Western view of the mind-body-spirit relationship, where mind is supreme and body and spirit are kind of somewhere off here in the corner somewhere. In video number 2, I introduced the concept of the mind-body connection, just bringing the body into the equation and what life could be like in doing that. Here in this video, I want to bring spirit in, or another word for spirit is energy. So in the Eastern perspective on the human being, in the East, both as in China as well as in India, what I'm going to share with you right now, it's the basis for acupuncture, Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, Ayurveda, ancient traditions, ancient healing traditions. In that perspective, the human being is comprised of different layers of energy that the first layer, and it's the layer that can be seen, touched, felt, because that layer of energy happens to be heavy and dense. That layer happens to be the human body, its physical body. Again, you can see, feel, and touch it. On the other end, the most subtle, lightest, it's the hardest to grasp, even to get your head around it, is spirit. In between are these layers of energy, again, kind of going from densest to most subtle, which is breath, mind, emotion, intuition, and then spirit. So there are 5 layers of energy, and they're all fully present within the human being. So now why is this important? Because from a practical perspective, if you're willing to bring this concept of energy or spirit into this mix, then it doesn't matter whether you start from here, you'll see ripple changes that go all the way out to your physical body, including your mind and then your physical body. Or you can start with your physical body and you can see the changes all the way here. But now you have a lot of different ways that you can empower your change that you want to see in your life. And to me, that's exciting. The more ways that I can bring into this equation, the more tools that are actually available to me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I'm like, well, great, why wouldn't I do that? But I gotta tell you that this was actually a hard step for me to take in. I'm not one, for the longest time, I thought that I don't experience energy, this chakra movement and grounding and this, that, and the other thing that some people will talk about. It took me a long time to realize that I might not experience it that way, but I do experience energy because I can tell when I'm feeling hot, when I'm feeling cold, when I'm upset at something, when I'm excited about something. All of those are expressions of energy. I just didn't think of them that way. And it wasn't until about November 2010, so this is very new for me, that I really started opening to explore this. But I need to share with you what my impetus was, because this is really important. In the summer of 2009 until February of 2010, so in the course of 8 or 9 months, I fell sick 3 times in a row. Each time I was sick, I was flat on my back for a minimum of 1 week. The last time in November, I was sick for over a month. The doctor, and with an upper respiratory infection each time, the doctor actually thought, Meenal, if I didn't know any better, I would think that this is the first time you'd come into this country and your body was exposed to something that it had never encountered before. I've never seen this kind of reaction in someone before. There's something wrong here. There's something here that we don't understand. After I got well, a month later, I found a cyst in my breast. As soon as that was diagnosed and confirmed to be a cyst, 3 weeks later, my husband was diagnosed with leukemia. I knew I was getting a wake-up call really loud and clear that something had to change. And before I go on, I need to say, my husband is actually doing fine. He takes a pill every day that keeps his leukemia in remission. But that was my wake-up call, that I needed to make another change in my life. And I remember reading a line, a passage in a book by Carolyn Mace, and the book's titled Anatomy of the Spirit. And the line in it, she says that personal energy, personal power, and spirit are one and the same thing. And I had this wake-up call that, oh my gosh, I've been living my life in depletion mode, giving my energy, personal energy, away to other people, because giving to other people is really important to me. It's how I live my life. It's a foundation for how I live my life. But that I'd been doing it in a way where I was sacrificing myself, where I was, at this point, so lacking in having personal energy and personal resources. This was the reason I was getting sick over and over again. And my husband now needed me. I couldn't continue doing that. And so I started down this concept of exploring what would it be like to live life from a self-full model. In other words, a life enriching model where no one gets depleted, where everyone gets enriched, including myself. And what I discovered in opening to that possibility that, oh, where is it that I'm putting my energy? What is it that I'm saying yes to? And maybe I just need to start getting clearer on what's really important to me rather than saying yes to everything. That's when I started making shifts in my life. And I have to tell you, it's been utterly amazing in one short year, the changes that I'm noticing because of making a commitment to myself that those natural qualities, those natural gifts that are unique to me, that are uniquely expressed within me, that it's important to me that I spend my life sharing those gifts with the world, not sharing all of the other stuff, all of the distractions that I know I can create for myself, but that what would life be like if I were to live from my genius, live from a commitment of sharing the essence of who I am in a way that would be really transformative to those around me and those who come into my life. And so that's what I've been exploring just for the past year. And if that excites you, if that's what you're seeking, I welcome you to join me. If you're at the place where you're just willing to take that step into bringing your body into the equation, I welcome you along my journey too, because my exploration will always include my mind and my body. It's just that now I'm bringing my spirit in, because I don't know about you, but I want to say yes to longer, more lasting, more juicy experiences of joy and appreciation and connectedness and excitement and purpose. And that is what I've been experiencing. And so why would I go back to anything other than that? So again, welcome. I've got programs to share and hopefully some wisdom to share wherever it is that you are, whichever door that you're willing to step into in this moment. Welcome.